Good morning. Today is Friday the 21st.
The 21st.
We're doing it Friday morning.
Yeah.
Welcome to Three Sisters Knit podcast, and I'm Sheila. You can find me on Ravelry as She62.
And I'm Margaret, and you can find me on Ravelry as Magpie60. And you can find us on Instagram as Three Sisters Knit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So this is what, episode
53.
Oh, I can't believe it's been that many already.
I know.
So, and as you can see, we're podcasting upstairs, and I thought it was supposed to be rainy today. It rained last night.
Yes.
But we woke up to sunshine, which is nice. But
yes.
There's still some clouds.
But it's a beautiful breezy day, very balmy.
Yeah, we're doing what we can as far as the light, but it is going to change as the
because
clouds
the window's
go by.
open because it's warm, and our little shade that we're trying to keep some of the light out with is blowing.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to our podcast. We talk about knitting, a little bit of crocheting because Sheila crochets.
Yeah.
And we talk about other craft things that we work on.
Yes.
And our just yarn adventures, I think, mostly what we talk about. So thank you for joining us. So we will be talking about today projects we're working on and projects we finished.
Yes.
Ta-da! So, as many of you know, I have been working on my Pure Joy. I think it's been since the Frolic, maybe, or...
Well, no. I went because I had to pick up that second skein, and that was in Prince Edward County, and I think that was in May.
Okay.
So it's been, maybe you may not have started it until, I don't think you started it till July or August.
Yeah. So I think it was June, late June, early July is when I started it. Anyway, I finished it. I finished binding off last night at Knit Night.
Yes, she did.
And so I wove in some of the ends, but not all of them. But I am thrilled to bits. I just wish the light were a little bit better.
Yeah, because it has to be washed and blocked still.
Yeah, it looks really blown out. But
yes. But the thing is, it's really bright pink, as you can tell. Yeah. It's matchy.
Yeah, my magenta hair and my magenta, it's called Pank. So I'll show you even with all the ends.
Yes.
It's my Pure Joy. It was the Feisty Fibers is the Pank. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to show it kind of here. I love this pattern. And the speckly one is Boho Knits Freckles. So as you can see how amazing that looks together. And look at how beautiful this is.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous. So I am thrilled to bits.
Yes.
That this is not only finished, but that it's so stunningly beautiful.
I know.
So I still have my stitch marker on it.
Yeah.
But that being said,
yes,
I'm going to move my stitch marker to my new project.
Yes.
So,
I don't have anything
you
finished.
Have no finished one?
New finished.
But you do have
I have a whip.
Yeah.
That these are my September socks. Now, initially, I was using that Simply Elegant cable sock pattern. Excuse me while I go.
Because I know, you bought that book in...
I bought this in Florida.
And you were so excited because it has beautiful patterns.
And I have to do it so I don't want the glare, too much glare.
Yeah.
So that was the pattern I was working on.
Yes.
I just felt, because the yarn is perfect for cables.
Yes.
And
it's a lovely
This is the yarn.
Earthy, beautiful brown.
Yes, it's called Aspen Bay Fawn.
Yeah,
and it is by Georgian Bay Fibers.
Yeah, we've had that for a long time.
We've had it for a couple of years.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's 70% BFL. Oh no, it's 80% BFL, 20% silk. So it's really nice, but it's slightly toothy, which is great. It's a BFL, so which to me is a perfect sock yarn because it's that much sturdier than the merino.
Yes.
So I really it's not as soft as the merino, but it's your feet.
Yes.
So I don't mind having it a little.
Yeah.
I want it to last.
Yes, exactly.
So but I found it was getting to be. I felt like it was a slog. going through the pattern. And I thought, I shortened the leg. I thought, I'm just going to do 8 repeats of the pattern. That's more than enough. I just want to get this sock done. And that's the first time out of the whole year I've actually felt like that doing a sock. Yeah. So I thought, and then I started the heel. And it had so much stuff to do on the heel. I was just like... Heels are already they're already a chore. Yeah. I don't mind them, but I was like, oh, no. I started to do it, and I was like, no. So I ripped it out. Yeah. I had like this much done, and I ripped it out.
The heel, yeah.
Well, and I was making a shorter leg than I normally do because I just was not enjoying the pattern as much.
So not
as
good.
much as I loved it. But this is what I do have done, and I've decided I'm doing Tracy Miller's her Galliano sock. So this is how it's turned out. The back is quite plain. So isn't that just gorgeous? How
you can really see how pretty the tonal
and I did the heel. I've done the heel flap and gusset, and so I'm working on that now.
That's beautiful.
And I may actually give these to Margaret.
And I'm so excited
because this is like my 15th pair of socks this year. So I think if I give her one of my monthly socks, I've already knit a couple of extra socks throughout the year for myself, so she can have one. So because the heel,
I was so shocked yesterday.
Fits her. She always has a hard time with heels, and this is supposed to be done on a 2.5 millimeter. I'm doing it on a 2.25, and I'm doing the 64 stitches. Wow. And it's quite snug, and she likes it quite snug. And we both have very narrow heels and ankle areas. Yeah. So, and she said this fits her phenomenally. Yeah. And it fits me fine. I could get it on.
Pulled off my slipper last night.
I said, "Oh, here, try this on."
Try this on, and she yanked it over my foot.
I know.
Oh my goodness! Look how bright that is.
I know. Oh. You're so bright.
No, I mean, like, we're getting so washed out.
I know. Oh well. But yes, and I've made one little mistake. I thought I was doing fine on the pattern, but you can see as you go down, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden I get to here, just around where the stitch marker is. And you can see how it just doesn't quite
line up.
No. But I'm like,
who cares?
It's okay. It's right at the bend of the foot. No one's
going to notice.
No one's going to analyze it that closely.
Yeah.
So, and if they do, they have a problem.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, I don't let people that close to my foot.
Yes.
If I'm going to be the one wearing it.
Yes. And it's a fabulous pattern. Love the pattern.
Oh, that's awesome.
It really is quite quick. Mm-hmm. There's the little bit of design element where it's really not.
No,
it's not that difficult.
It doesn't look like a challenging one.
It's not. There's 2 major changes. Like there's 8 rows in the pattern, and 2 of the rows. One is the cable row where you switch it, and there's the other one for how she does her eyelets down the side here. Yeah. There's little eyelets down either side here, and they're the only 2 rows. Other than that, the other rows are the
really
same.
Straightforward.
So 6 rows are the exact same.
That's amazing.
It's phenomenal. It's a great, and with you only doing it
you're
on the
flying through that.
And because I started this the other day.
Yeah.
When did I start this? I ripped it out. I keep a log of everything I do every day, like what I work on. I do. Like that way I can track everything so much better. That's good because
I don't do that. That's why I was like trying to figure out when I started this shawl.
Yeah. So Sunday, this is Sunday. I ripped out, I frogged the other one and started this. I had like 2/3 of the cuff done by the end of Sunday.
Yeah. So you've essentially been working on this for like 5 days.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, I worked on a fair bit. I turned the heel on Tuesday is where I actually did a lot of the heel, and I didn't really start much of the gusset until Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. So that is done. That is what I am working on right now, and that is it. Mm-hmm. But in between, before we started that, after our last podcast, we went to the Kitchener Waterloo Knitters Guild Fair. And we were booth babes for Jennifer, who is yarn therapist, and Amanda, who is yarn enabler. So we were able to hang out there, which was great because we got in early. We were there the night before, so we could sort of have a quick peruse. Yeah. And then we were also there on early Saturday morning, so we were able to do a quick walk around before it opened, which was quite nice. So we did that, but we still like, we'd go and like, we were there like making sure, like, as Amanda says, she goes, you're just such a mom, like making sure that they were eating and they had water and that everything was good. I said, that's me. I'm just the mom to make sure everybody's okay and everything's settled. But one of the things we got was Jennifer, a yarn therapist, and she has this on her, I think she's on Etsy still.
Yeah,
I don't think she's gone off Etsy. Anyway, she makes bracelets.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Out of
old
knitting needles. It's a bit blown out, but yeah. This one, these bracelets specifically were our mother's. That one was our mother's.
Yeah.
And you've got the other one. And then this old red one there too. That was our mother's. These are the old plastic acrylic knitting needles. And this one I have here was is one of my husband's grandmother's that Nana had.
That's so cool.
So yay. So not bad, just a few bucks each.
Yeah.
And like, but
it's just something fun.
I had a ton of these, so I said, "Oh, did you need more for your display?" She goes, "Yeah." And I said, "Here," and I just handed her this big thing. Here's some knitting needles. So she made a bunch of them, and she just saved a couple of them for us. And she gave us first pick.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. So we had a lot of fun. But we made a couple of purchases, or I made a couple of purchases for us. First we went to Lizzie N Yarns. Now, I bought at the Frolic in May, I bought one of her sock sets.
Because you had been talking about getting them. Because you really liked her. Her
Lizzie N Yarns. So here's her label. If you could, there we go. Lizzie N Yarns.
I'm trying to block some of the light so you can see it.
Lizzie N Yarns. Yep. That's her label. This is, and obviously, this is her Kid Silk Lace.
Yeah.
This is Margaret's one. It's called Blush. It's 72% kid mohair, 28% silk, one ply. There's 420 meters in 50 grams.
Yeah.
So
it's light as air.
It is. It's very light. Yeah. Margaret got that color. I got this color. Mine is called Vintage Lavender.
And they're both beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Soft, pastel.
But the reason we went over and looked at,
and they were like kitty corner to where we were, and I was like, oh, I like their stuff, because I remember when we saw them, when you bought the other one, I remember thinking, oh, they're like really nice things, and so I went over to peruse, and I saw these, and I grabbed Sheila and said, come over and look at these. These would be perfect.
Perfect to go with. We bought yarn a while back, you may remember.
Yeah.
Chili Knits, Connie of Chili Knits had an international free mailing.
I think she was free mailing.
Free postage.
A weekend or something like that.
So we thought, well, you know what? That's our best way to try her yarn. So we got a few skeins each. Yep. And
so look how amazingly perfect these go together.
So we are going to make, if I don't even know if I have it here. I don't have it here. Oh, here, yes I do. Yes I do.
So we decided a while ago that we were going to make
this one, Birds of a Feather. So that is what we have. We needed 2 skeins, so we've got that of the Chili Knits.
We have 2 of these.
And we only need 1 skein of the mohair.
So we now have enough to do
that. Technical difficulties there. Margaret will edit that out, hopefully. So we've been looking at this for a while. When Drea Renee Knits had all her patterns on sale, this was one of the ones that we purchased, and we just thought it was...
Like, we didn't have anything in particular in mind to do, but when I saw this, I thought, we have 2...
We have 2 of our own these, yes.
So this was perfect.
Yes.
I'm so excited to get on that at
very, very excited about that.
At some point.
Yes. So that was actually our first purchase. Yeah. Then I went to the micro market with Christina, the Cozy Knitter. We went for a good walk around the whole place. Yes. And we ended up at the micro market, which was quite nice. I got this adorable little bento bag like, this is, I really like these. These are so cute. And it's got all these little knitting sayings on it, right? Like knit happy, knit therapy, eat, sleep, knit, and all this sort of stuff, right? So I bought that, and they were really reasonable. This place was actually very reasonably priced in the micro market. Very, very reasonably priced. That was from South Beach Yarn Co.
Okay.
Now I picked up a card. She had these absolutely adorable like gift card sort of things, and it's this one they did in collaboration with Hello Harmony Studio. I absolutely love this. You are knit worthy.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
I know. I love that.
Yeah.
So I picked up that in the bento bag there. Then there was another one, and I have no idea the name of the other one I went to. And I picked up a couple other little things
there too.
Yes. Where's my other little there it is. Okay. I was looking for darning needles because these are the type of darning needles that I like. I like the ones like that. So there was actually another one in there. I've taken it out. So I got 4 with a little piece of yarn for $2. Like, that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Then I picked up this cute little, I actually picked up 2. I gave one to Margaret.
And I love it.
A little llama or alpaca with wings. And absolutely love it.
It's a unicorn alpaca.
Yes, it is.
I guess it is. Yeah.
Yes.
To me, it looks like a unicorn alpaca.
It does. It is. It's got a unicorn alpaca. It's got the little horn.
And the wings. And
yes, you can see it there. Anyways, this, at that booth, also had them $5.
Wow.
And the booth, literally 15 feet away, across the way, was selling them for $10.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought, I have to pick up 2 of these. I just have to pick these up. So, and then I also picked up at that same booth,
this is so cute.
This is a little stitch marker case. Like, look at that. It's just got little elephants all over. And I have a thing for elephants, as a lot of you know. So, $3. Little keychain. And you can put your stitch markers, a darning needle. You can get those little mini scissors that can fit in there. I'm like, you know what? There you go. You're on the go. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's perfect.
Scissors, stitch markers, and a darning needle. What more do you really need?
And it'll attach like this.
This will attach onto your keyring.
Onto your keyring, but it could also attach onto
a project bag.
A project bag.
Yes, exactly. So that was and then we went by to visit. We wanted to check on and see Patricia of Paradise Island. She had set up her booth there for the first time. She was her first show ever. Yeah. So we've met her several times through other events and things like that, and through some of our things in our excursions into Toronto and things like that, because she's one of these in this sort of group that we sort of hang out with. She's part of the Toronto crew, I would say. Yeah. She is the sweetest, most adorable little lady. Yeah. And little, tiny. She's extremely tiny. Her husband, and her husband Radley was there helping her out in her booth, and it was so beautiful, so sleek and elegant.
Yes,
and
it was so her style.
It is. She's very clean and precise, and
her aesthetic is really lovely. It's very fabulous. Distinctive.
Yes,
and I think if that's what you like, you would love her. She makes project bags.
You can see her on Instagram. She's on Paradise Island.
Yeah,
and
I'll put it down here.
It's PEAR.
Yeah, so I'll put it
like as in pear, the fruit pear, and then she does silk screened bags.
Yes,
project bags.
She does her own silk screening and
gorgeous.
They're lovely,
beautiful. They are meticulous.
Yes,
meticulous.
Yes,
which is her. That's why everything was just so clean and open. It was yeah. So she had these signs because she has it on her. She actually has it on one of her bags. It's written on the side of one of her bags. Yeah. Is this word Knitterati.
Yeah.
So she actually had pins made up, and Christina and I were standing there talking to her, and she goes, "Here, have a pin." So I got a Knitterati pin from her.
Love it.
I know. And I wanted to say, but I want one for Margaret. But I thought, no. She's already giving us and kind enough to give myself and Christina a pin that I didn't want to push it.
No, that was lovely.
It was very, very nice of her, because I usually try to always get something for Margaret too. So But yeah, and it's got the rubber stopper back, which is like a little grippier. It's grippier than the little metal ones. But still, you know what? I just keep them on my my fringe supply. The what do they call that?
Oh, that's
the
portable
portabin.
Yeah, yeah. So it doesn't get moved around.
No,
a lot.
and that so I don't have them on my.
And I do, and so I
don't want the yarn to catch.
I notice,
but I've noticed that I've seen a few. I don't know who they are, but I've seen some people, and what they've done is they have like a liner just on the one side where you can put your pins behind it. You can reach behind, and that way it covers the backs of the pins. Yeah. So that your yarn doesn't get caught. So, which is pretty cool. And this, I'm just noticing, is wearing so well. I use it, and this is softened up so nicely. Nice. Because it's quite stiff when you get it, but as you use it and hold it, and it starts to soften it up more. So it's and this is even softening up more because it can be quite stiff. Yeah. I love it. Absolutely love it. Yeah. So that is our ventures of that.
Oh, and I wanted to say, so just so you know, after I finished binding this off last night, not that one. Just FYI, I have this much yarn left.
Yes.
So
you always end up with this part for this pattern.
So I'm not sure what I'll do, but
the pattern says I think you only need like about 380 yards.
Yeah, so I have a nice chunk of that.
But you need like 420 yards, and not all sock skeins have that much in it. Some of them are like around 400.
So I did get started on my ohm shawl. So I did start when I finished last night binding off this. I did start my ohm shawl, so I'm working on that now, and I'm very excited about getting started on that at long last because everyone else seems to be flying.
We have one of the girls is almost finished.
Almost finished, yeah.
So
I just want to say,
but others haven't even started yet. Yes. So as well, yeah. So this is mine. I don't know if I showed it last time.
I don't know. Well, if you did, you weren't that far along, but you've done more.
I was stuck at this part. I hadn't started that one, so I started that last Friday, a week ago, and so I had that done.
It looks so good.
So now I have to do all the center part, which is this, and it's like
it's a lot.
It's a lot. You do so many repeats, and then you start the buttonholes.
Yeah, along.
And the one that's almost finished last night. She wasn't with us last night. She's camping, but she had it with her, and she was saying she was halfway through this at the other end. Yeah. So she may be finished by the time she comes back from camping.
Yeah, probably.
So and hers is awesome because a lot of her yarn is hand spun. Yeah. She did hers out of hand spun.
Did she dye it too?
She probably did,
yeah, because she's a dyer, so
she's Northern Pine Yarn Company.
Yeah, so hers is amazing.
Yes, hers is amazing. Look at that. Hers is massive compared to mine. Yeah, like huge, and she's doing the same stitch count, and hers is almost twice as wide as mine. Yeah, I'm like, what am I doing wrong? But I'm very pleased with how well I did the color work.
Yeah, because it's your first time really.
I don't really do color work. Yeah. And then look at my floats on the back.
Oh, they look perfect.
I'm so and you know what? Look at this. I can stretch it, so I know they're not tight. Yeah. But they're not loose. They're just perfect. Yeah. And yeah, my ends are already sewn in, and I'm just leaving them loose until I wash and block it. Yeah. And then I will and at that point in time, then I'll trim them after it's dried and everything. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing. But I want to get my September socks done. But I just wanted to get going on this because I really would like to do this for...
have it done for
Rhinebeck. Because other than that, I will... if I don't have that, then I will be coming back. I will be wearing my pink one that I made last year at Rhinebeck. Yeah. Just because that's what I have. Yeah. So either that, or maybe I'll wear one. Or I could take my tremble shawl. Yeah. That I made this year. Yeah. 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 So something like that. Yeah.
So you wanted to talk about this?
So, yes, I did a Periscope. Now we do have a Periscope. We are the number 3 _ Sisters Knit on Periscope, and every once in a while I do a bit, but because of a lot of family stuff that, extended family stuff that has been going on in our lives, it has been difficult for me to have time to do that. So I managed to do it one day, and I was talking with, let me get the lady's name. I want to get it properly. From Teresa Bourgogne. And she is in West Plains, Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri.
She doesn't have too much of a yarn store near her. It's a small town, apparently. And she was saying, so she buys a lot of her yarn online. And I was saying how I'm very tactile. I like to touch and feel. I like to go around. Like when I see something, I go, oh, isn't that nice? And I have to touch it. So buying yarn online is not something I feel comfortable doing.
Yes.
Unless I know the person already.
Yeah, like for example, the Crafty Toad, so Toad Hollow.
Yes.
We're familiar with their yarn because we've met them in person. We've seen their yarns.
Yes. We've touched them, felt, so we know what
I'd be comfortable ordering from them because I know what I'm going to get.
And we saw Legacy Fiber Arts at Needles Up last year, and we have some of their mini skeins, so we know what their yarn is. So we would like things like that. Anyways, I was talking about the yarn. I did the 2 pairs of socks for Yarn Enabler for samples. Yes. So that she could have some samples knit up. And they're her man sock club, which is 80/20 BFL nylon. So Teresa was saying that she just received some yarn from Vine, and it's her footsie base, which is also 80/20 BFL and nylon. And it is, this colorway is her Goth Day Cake. So she said she would send me a sample of it. So one of the things I had mentioned to her was how I noticed how a lot of the American
indie
dyers, their yarn is finer than ours.
Yes.
So these are both 80/20 BFL and nylon, and I'm going to show you the difference between the 2 yarns. Like, look at the thickness difference.
So the more gray one is the Vine, and the green is Amanda's, the Yarn Enablers.
Yes.
So it's just different sources for the blank yarn for them to dye.
So I just find that interesting because we noticed that when we bought the Legacy Fiber Arts, that their mini sock skeins, I said, they're really fine. They're like Hedgehog. If you've bought Hedgehog fibers, they have a very fine yarn. Yeah. Even though and that's not even the singles. Like these are the ones, they're sock yarn, which has a twist. Yeah. But look at this color. Is this not amazing? And there's the purple and gray, but there's bits of teal. So here it is, and like look at these. Like there's that sort of a bit of a pinky purple fuchsia color, and then the teal with the purple in there. I absolutely love that. Yeah. But this one feels slightly toothier than this one. This one's a little bit softer, a
little bit smoother.
But other than that, they're for your feet. Yeah. They're socks. I know a lot of people like soft, cushy, cozy stuff. That's fine. You can do that, but these will wear well because of the base. I like the
feel of the BFL, though. It's not hugely different from Merino to me, but it is it's slightly noticeable. Yes. But like you said, it's for your feet, so you're probably going to be comfortable.
Yeah. So I so
that was very nice.
That was so nice. She sent me 20 grams.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. So that's really nice. So I'll just have to see, because you always want to try other people's yarns, and sometimes just a 20-gram mini is fine.
Yeah. So that's very cool.
Yeah. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, Teresa. I really do appreciate that. So I will. I think that's pretty much it, though. For today, other than that, like we showed all. Oh, no. We got one more thing to do.
Yes.
We got our knit crate in the mail.
And really excited about this.
The theme this month was, let me get the thing out to say, the theme was dash dot dash.
Yes.
Which we found out, they say, This month's theme focuses on modern palette with a graphic twist. Dusty tones play off wearable designs in beautifully dyed yarns. The Morse code missive -- is actually the letter K, which they decided to pick for knit crate.
Yeah.
So is our sign off and is sure to be a singular set of September crates. So the two patterns, these ones came individual instead of in one. Mm-hmm. This is the crochet one. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, so I have no idea how that's going to how to say that. But
Las Mañanitas de Blanca.
So whatever. But there's the pattern.
Wow, that's pretty. That's
really nice. So that was one of the colorways.
That's lovely.
I know, that was one of the colorways.
I don't know what Las Mañanitas
I don't know what it means either.
But I think it's little, because if it's ITAS, it's like señorita versus señora.
Oh, okay.
So it's,
Okay.
That's the extent of my Spanish.
And then this one called West Wind, which is absolutely gorgeous.
That's beautiful.
And that was one of the other colors for this month, and that was olive, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So,
which makes sense because
inside of an olive you often find a pimento. So this is pimento.
Yeah, that's just beautiful.
And it's absolutely, like, you can see the tonality. It's a little overblown,
it's
but you
very
can
blown
see the
out
tonality.
It's not quite that different. But.
No. But this is their Dream Base. It's 329 yards. It is a sport weight. It is 70% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So, which is absolutely gorgeous. The Vitellana yarns are exclusively hand-dyed for Knit Crate.
Oh my gosh, it's really nice.
I know, it's just like, oh. So for a sport weight, I have no, I know, it's just, there, does that block it enough to show?
No,
a bit better. No, it's still overblown because it's so saturated.
Yes,
it's just.
I love this color. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I know, it's just stunning. Yeah. Just stunning. Because it's that orange, but there's that red undertone to it.
It's a very red orange.
Yes.
And it's well, it's like a pimento that you would see in a so which is, not like a solid color generally. Yes. But
not that it goes with my lipstick, but
yeah, I know. It doesn't go with my pink. Yeah. But I love this.
And it's just beautiful. Just gorgeous. It is just, oh my god, definitely something that has to go near your.
Yeah. So that's we were like, I can see why you would want to make some nice cozy to wrap around you, have around your neck, and because it's very, very soft. Yeah. Really nice.
Yes. So you can, on our Instagram account, we have our there's a code.
Promo code you can use.
There's a promo code. If it's the first time, you get 20% off your first month.
Yes.
But then it also once you start buying, they also have I guess a little. Yeah. So I found my sheet of paper here also. Besides having technical difficulties again.
Don't keep saying that.
We had, it's the promo code is 3 Sisters 20 for 20% off your first order from Knit Crate. Mm-hmm. So, and they have several types that you can do. They have a sock crate, they have an artisan crate, and they have just your regular Knit Crate membership. This is the one that you get with your regular Knit Crate membership. You get 2 skeins of yarn. And 2 patterns. Yeah. That's just their house yarn. Yep. They have the artisan crate, which is they have a sock crate and an artisan sock crate. Oh, okay. And then they have the artisan crate, which is only 1 skein. Mm-hmm. So, I believe. So, no, socks. I was looking at my thing. Anyway, you get 25% off the membership central shop is what they tell you once you sign up. Things like that. So, and they give us, we get a little something back, and it's like little. Yeah. But that does not change the price what you pay. Yes. So, and it's free shipping anywhere in the world.
You can't beat free shipping.
No, you can't. You can't. And like just to get this regular Knit Crate membership, $24.99, and it's usually about a $63 value.
Yeah.
You get the value for each of the patterns, which is about $5 for each pattern. So there's 10. You get 2 skeins of yarn,
which is,
and you get shipping.
Yeah.
For $24.99.
Yeah.
It's like a fabulous deal.
Yeah.
It really is an excellent deal.
And it's like it's a surprise what you're going to get.
Yeah, you don't know. If you don't mind that.
Yeah. Now, I would suggest if you are on Instagram, follow Knit Crate on Instagram and start seeing what people are receiving.
Yes.
They will often repost other people's reveals.
Yes.
And they will kind of do little teasers about
they do show you what the
theme is.
They do tell you what the theme is, and they do show you what the general Knit Crate one like this is.
Yeah.
They show you the 4 colors that they choose for the theme and what the 4 colors are that they've done.
So it's
so you just don't know what you're going to get, so you just know that it will be
Yeah.
You just know it'll be one of those 4. Mm-hmm. And I believe they actually do have a something, because I think they might be on Ravelry, I'm not sure, but they have a swapper thing. So if somebody gets one color, you get a color that somebody else wants and they have the color you want, you can swap, but you're responsible for the shipping then.
Yeah.
So other than that, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Because even if you were to pay $8 or whatever it's going to cost to ship that, like you're 24, like 25 and then 8, that's $33 for 2 skeins of yarn.
Yeah. Of
really nice yarn.
Yeah.
As far as the yarn's concerned, we've never been disappointed in the actual yarn like itself. What we feel in it and all of that. The colors, like yellow, it's not really a color I would wear.
No.
We may end up over dyeing that.
Yeah.
So go to one of our friends' house and dye it, but we'll see what we decide to do. We still don't know what we're going to do with it. So
yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yes, we'll see. So other than that, that's about it. We will be back in 2 weeks, which will be just before our Canadian Thanksgiving. That's around October 4th.
So should I pull your October sock?
If you want to, yes, you can pull my October sock. Not that I've finished my September sock, but yes, go ahead.
I just thought
there's 3 bags down there.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
It's either that or I do it on Periscope at some time.
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Do this one. Okay, so let's see. And ooh, this one has a pattern.
Has a pattern.
Okay. Dun, da, da, da. October. It's one of Amanda's yarns.
So excited.
Oh, Love Struck socks. They would be for another February pair. There's the pattern, Love Struck by Terry Knight. It's got a heart cell down the front and a couple down the back. And there's the yarn.
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
The color is called Teacup Reading. Oh, and I know this is outside of Amanda's usual.
Yeah, she likes
bold colors, and so I know this is really special because it's not something she would do an awful lot of.
No.
But
I saw that. I just had to get that from her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And like, look, even back here, there's like a bit of a darker pink on the.
Yes. Yeah.
Hard to see
gosh,
there, but right
so
there.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know. Okay, so that'll be neat for November. It's so soft. This is, 80/20, just superwash merino and nylon.
Yeah.
So, and I love pink and brown. And
I know, it's an amazing
combination. If you look at it, it's sort of a reddish brown.
I was going to say, it's like a burgundy brown. I love it.
So, yeah. Oh, look at that.
Yay.
So, yeah. Obviously, had a couple of patterns that I thought needed to be knit.
Yes. And that is such a sweet pattern, too.
Yes, it is.
I love that pattern. That's really nice. That is like, it's like a really good combination for these two.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, excellent.
Yay. So that'll be my October socks.
And you can have them done for the end of the year and wear them in February next year.
Yes.
So that's it for us for right now, and I guess for September.
Yeah.
Like that's it. I can't believe the year is just flying by.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us. I will put a lot of information on the credits that roll at the back. And somebody commented once about letting people know what, if we're wearing a shawl or something, you know, what it is, because this woman, and rightly, I hadn't thought of this, had sort of stumbled across
our
us,
podcast.
so she didn't know what we were wearing, because we had been talking about it in a previous
episodes. Yes.
So I will try to add that in the rolling credits as well.
Yes.
Just because I think that's kind of a nice place to put it. And I have not been very good about putting
the last
show
couple
notes
of episodes show notes have not been up.
So, but putting them in the credits is really easy for me to do, because I can just add it while I'm editing.
It's almost easier.
Yeah. So that's where you can find any other information about what we've talked about. So thanks again for joining us, and we will see you
in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, October.
In October.
Woohoo! So, bye-bye for now.
Thanks. We'll see you later.